Hello. Hello, people of the interwebs. Hi. Wow, that turned to green fast. That's the fastest start to a live stream ever. Oh, I turned yellow again. Okay, it's going. Hi, that was quick. That was less awkward than usual. Hello, people. Aloha from Oahu. I used to live there. I lived in Aiea. Fun fact. Hi. Hello, people. Hi. Can you guys hear and see me yet? I'm like preemptively just talking. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello. So many hellos. Hi. Say potato if you can hear me. Live and sound 100%. Cool. Sounds good. Okay. Cool. Hi, people. How is everybody doing right now? Hi. Hello from Sweden. Hello from Miami and Nashville and muted. I'm not muted. Potato. Potato, 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 tomato. Tomato is not a potato. Potato, potato. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. Oh wait, it's nighttime there. What's nighttime? Evening is Abend. Guten Abend. Is that how I say it? Good evening. I never learned how to say good night. Guten Morgen was good morning. Guten Tag was good day. And Guten Abend was evening. But I don't know good night. Hello from Switzerland. I was supposed to be there on Sunday, but the Geneva Auto Show was canceled. So I will not be going to the Geneva Auto Show, nor will anyone because it's not happening anymore. Hello. Guten Nacht. That's right, I did learn that. I forgot about it. Guten Nacht. I pronounced it right. Right. Guten Nacht. My accent's so horrible. That's why I gave up trying to learn German, because I lived in the Rhine Valley and like Rosetta Stone, the dialect was different than Rosetta Stone. So it was like throwing me off. It was like being from Boston and trying to learn like English from Alabama or something. I don't know. It was difficult for me, so I gave up. Want a taco? I want a taco. I can't eat tacos. Actually, I can eat tacos. Just they have to be like really special right now to be able to eat them. Hi. Hello from Phoenix. I've never seen anyone spell Phoenix. F-E-N-I-X. Phoenix. Hello. Def Leppard. Yes. I actually don't really remember much Def Leppard songs. I just remember when I was like, I want to say I was in kindergarten or first grade. This was like my mom's favorite band, or just I remember her being obsessed with Def Leppard when I was really young. And I saw this shirt. I don't remember where I got it. I don't remember what store I got this in. But I saw it and I was like, oh, I remember my mom used to love that band. So they had that song Pour Some Sugar on Me, right? I think. I don't know. That was a little bit before my time, I think. It was just a baby then. Rocket. What's a gump? Someone please inform what a gump is. Baked pin. What? I couldn't even say that. Hi from NorCal. When am I going to test the Supra? Third week of March? No. Couple weeks. It's like the end of March or beginning of April, I think. I have a Supra scheduled, and I have a 370Z scheduled like a week apart from it too. The anniversary 370Z. So that'd be kind of cool because I mean, even though they're not really competitors anymore, technically they should be competitors. I don't know. So that'd be kind of cool. And it's the 7-speed auto 370. I've never driven a 7-speed auto in a 370. I've driven the 6-speed plenty of times. So I'm actually kind of excited for that because I've heard it's pretty good. So not that I'd ever buy one on a 7-speed, but still, I'm kind of curious about it. Learning experience. You want Mr. Dose so bad? Next video on Mr. Dose. I was going to put out a video tomorrow on the MR2, but with like my trip to Geneva getting canceled kind of last minute, it threw my schedule all out of whack with videos. So I didn't want to just slap some crap together on a video and just put it out for the sake of putting a video out for you guys. So I actually have something I need to do to the car, which I should have done today. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I procrastinated all day because I do have a video in the kitty right now. That's a cribbage term, I think. I have another video shot that I have to edit, a car review, because I did 2 car reviews last week and 1 will come out next week. So I just did the live stream today, so that way the MR2 video will come out Sunday. And it also gives me time to order the cage for the Focus, because I was going to order it last night, and I didn't order it last night. I'm going to try to order it today. So hopefully, I don't know how long it'll take for the cage to come in. It says it takes it'll ship on the 3rd of March when I looked at it last, so. But yeah, cage will be coming soon. Let me read some, I'm sorry, I started rambling. Little Sarah update. I talked to her a week ago and she was doing good. She's just immersed in school. So I haven't seen her in a hot minute though. She's just super busy with school and work. That's how it was when she lived here before she moved too. She was just work, school, work, school, work, school. She had no free time. FS works for the SVT. That's a turbo kit for the SVT Focus, right? I thought about turboing the Focus, but here's my thoughts on this. The Focus will always just be a front-wheel drive rally project. I'm not going to try to do an all-wheel drive conversion on it because the amount of money and effort that would take is pointless, because it probably would still suck if it was converted, just because that's not what that car was, the platform wasn't designed as an all-wheel drive car. So turboing it isn't going to make it any better for rally. It's front wheel drive. So if I had an extra 100 horsepower, it's just going to throw rocks even further. So I don't know if I will. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. If I did, it would be super low boost. I'd only shoot for low 200s and maybe 250 wheel max if I did turbo it. Quarter mile time on what? You didn't finish your question. Roy Garcia. I read it, but you didn't finish the rest of it, so I can't answer it. Focus plus NOS, all the beans. No, that would be fried beans. Any possible engine swap videos? Not until I rent a shop out. That's not happening in this garage. So I'm still trying to, there was a couple shops that I looked at, but I wasn't 100% sold on them, because there's other issue I run into too, is because I'm always filming. If I get a shop that's in a loud industrial area, that's going to make it super annoying to try to film videos. I'll always have to have the door shut, which if it doesn't have air conditioning and it's 115 degrees outside and you're in a tin box, that's a no bueno. So Toyota USA needs to send me to Goodwood Fistful of Speed. Aw. Toyota is awesome. They were the ones that were flying me out to the Geneva Auto Show, and because it got canceled out, they're gonna set me up with another trip here soon. So I thought that was really cool of them. Let's see. You gave your car the beans for me today. I am proud of you. Muddy Car Mods did a Yaris Turbo. I know, I've been watching it. I don't have as much time to watch videos as I wish I did. But I've tried to watch bits and pieces of it, and I saw they just picked up a slick top MR2. I think it's a 3rd gen 3S GT MR2. I don't know. I didn't see but 5 minutes of that video, but I thought that was pretty cool. Could the TT problem be a throwout bearing? No. It is the flywheel, 100%. That's gonna happen soon. The clutch and flywheel is gonna happen very soon on the TT. Within the next month, probably, it's gonna get fixed. I'm getting a second wind with that car, so it'll make it come back. I just needed to step back from that car because I was gonna set the thing on fire. I was so pissed off and just sick of working on that car for literally a year and a half straight and never once getting to drive it and enjoy it. So that thing behind me rips though, and I've been driving it. That will be in the next video. I'm super excited with the MR2 right now. TJ Lavoie says that he likes taters. Taters are good. They are. You get a lot of wind too. Hope you don't have SIBO. It's no bueno. That was a medical joke. It's not really funny though. New Binky episode tomorrow. I know, I got the notification. I can't wait. Did I get the MR2 four-wheel alignment done yet? That's the next video. I won't say anymore. Ever considered a rotary? A roundabout? I consider all kinds of cars. I've been like really torn on what to do with the Forester lately. I don't want to sell it because I'm so attached to that thing, and it's my fault for naming it. I don't ever drive it. Ever. I put 3,000 miles, not even 3,000, I put like 26 or 2,700 miles on the Forester last year, the whole calendar year. I never use it. So I don't know like what to do with the Forester. Thank you, Rakumi. Is that how you say your name? Rakumi? Rakumi. Hi from Glasgow. There's 1,000 of you watching. That's pretty dope. I'm sorry, but there will be no wasabi consumed if I reach whatever number that was last time. Not screwing with my stomach just yet. I still have to get to a special. I'm going to like I'm trying to get into a integrated medicine specialist place so I can get treated for SIBO. I want to try to do it without antibiotics. Try to do it like naturally with supplements and stuff. I feel a lot better though. I lost like 10 pounds in the past month and a half from the stupid gut issue I have. All I gotta say is if you're healthy right now, don't take it for granted, because weird things can happen to you health-wise and it sucks. Especially something like this, because I'm like fine, but I can't eat anything tasty other than sushi and breakfast foods and meat. I've been eating a lot of meat, and there's not an innuendo in there. Cheers from Paraguay. Do I want a Boxster? That'd be a fun project. Vitamins. How about the Type R? I don't know. You know what's really... So, like, I just watched Matt Brand's video today talking about the new gen STI coming out in 2021. And, like, those numbers, the power numbers, they were so, like, exact that got released. I'm guessing that's probably what that thing's going to have for power. But I'm so against buying the first model year of a new vehicle. Because, like, look at the instance for the MR2. That's a 91. And compare that against a 95, the last year they came in the States, and how many improvements were made on the 95s. And same thing with my Forester. My Forester is a 15. They came out in 14. They made a ton of changes on the SJ Forester before 2018, the last year of that generation. So, like, if the new STI comes out in 2021, like, it'll change so much over the years that'll be out. So I don't want to buy the first model. I don't know what to do. Well, I don't know what I would get for another car. Yes, SIBO is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. You can get it from drinking too much probiotics. You can get it from drinking too much beer, I found out by reading. I don't drink a lot of beer, but I got it from kombucha. So if you drink a ton of beer, Google SIBO. It'll freak you out, and then you'll just start drinking wine or something. I don't know. I should buy a 1G DSM. I like 1G DSMs. If I got a DSM, I wouldn't get a... Honestly, if I got a DSM, I would probably get a Starion. I think. Probably. I'd probably do a Starion if I did one. I don't know. The next project I get will probably be something that replaces Gump. Unless I do something drastic with Gump. Which, like, what I want to do with Gump is beyond my mechanical capabilities. Mainly because of the electrical side of the things. If I wanted to try to manual swap the Gump. Just because it seems like it'd be a nightmare. Unless I went, like, full standalone, but then I don't know. Because the WRX engine has got different cams than the Forester engine, so there's like an 800 RPM difference in redline, and that Forester actually runs a little bit more boost on its FA20. So like even if I put a manual in there, I couldn't use a WRX ECU because that wouldn't work. And then it's like, what about the X mode feature that it has? And then I don't know how that would interfere with like other stuff, electronic stuff. It's the electronic side of things that scares me about doing a manual swap in the Forester. But there's someone here on YouTube that did an FA24 out of the Ascent with a 6-speed manual into a late model Crosstrek, and it runs and drives. So like if that can be done, there's no reason why I couldn't keep my Forester FA and put a manual transmission in that. In theory. I don't know. I'm rambling again. Sorry. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should do like a vote on it or something. I'd literally cry if I sold the Forester. If I sold the Forester, I wouldn't trade it in. I would sell it like publicly to one of you someone that would take care of it. Because I've babied that thing for 6 years. I don't want it to go to like a dealer and get trashed by a new owner. Have I ever been stopped by the police? Yeah, let's see. I think the last time I got a speeding ticket, I was like 21. And it was for 5 over, or like 6 over. I was getting off of work, and I was leaving base, and it was like, literally like day shift was leaving, and I was in the flow of traffic, and I got picked out in the flow of traffic, and I got a ticket for like 5 or 6 over. It was I was so mad. It was a stupid ticket. But yeah, that's my getting pulled over ticket story. Civic Type R review. I'm waiting for Honda to give me one. I would like to do one. Am I feeling better? Yeah, for the most part. I started catching a cold like 2 days ago, and then I started Googling the beer virus, and I started freaking out. But I feel 100% better. The cold went away. So, Audi Coupe Quattro. I was really looking into those, but it's like the TT, but worse, because old plastic parts and stuff that's going to be hard to get new parts for, and it'll be expensive. I don't know. I'm just going to keep hammering out the Focus. That's my focus for for March of this year, is going full speed with the Focus. So by the end of this weekend, I'll have a cage on the way, ordered, a Dom cage that will have to be welded up, and Charlie's going to be doing the fabrication on that and making a video on his YouTube channel, Apeshift. So, because it kind of like gives him some content to make. So I want to try to, that's my other thing too for 2020, is I want to try to help out local people that want to do YouTube. One of Charlie's friends wants to do YouTube also. So I'm like, I think that's the best way I could give back, is to help smaller YouTube channels instead of like clout chasing and trying to work with bigger YouTube channels just so I can make myself bigger, which to me is kind of selfish. I'd rather help smaller people that want to get into YouTube and help them grow. I think that's more rewarding. So that's my focus for this year. But yeah, he's gonna do the fabricating in the roll cage, because I'm not gonna try to do that myself. That's for something that's supposed to be designed to save my life. I don't want to just screw around and be like, yay, look at me, I can weld, because I have no experience welding, and I'm not about to practice on something like that. I would like to practice, just not on a life-saving device. Me and Charlie must be together again. I don't answer tabloid stories, so I'm not confirming or denying anything, although my face probably just gave it away. So there's that. Next t-shirt, rat and roll. What does rat and roll mean? You have a car owner virus. I don't have a car owner virus. There's nothing wrong with that. Be selfish. No. That's dumb. I don't want to be selfish. How is the hunt for a shop going? The hunt for the shop is, I'm like really torn right now, because renting a shop out, say like for the square footage I realistically should get if I'm gonna get a shop, like 2,000 square foot is the minimum for a shop I feel that would be worth me spending $1,500 a month on. $1,500 a month is quite the payment on if I were to buy land and put a shop of it on my own on. So I don't know what to do. Rent or buy a small piece of land and put my own shop on it. Or try to find an investor and buy commercial property and put up multiple shops and kind of like use my platform as advertising for an investor to fill the other shop spaces up. That's like thinking out of my mental capacity, but it was something I was thinking about. It's like, that'd be kind of dope. Build a bunch of shops, rent them all out. Because there's not a ton of shops in Tucson out there for rent. So I was like, if there's not very many, the supply is low, then that means the demand is high, right? So if I were to pop up some shops, they would probably all rent out since I'm having trouble finding a shop. Maybe, I don't know. My degree is not in that field, so I could be making an ass of myself right now. Rent, start, LLC, tax write-off. East Coast is your best bet. No, I'm not going back to the East Coast. East Coast is too expensive. Arizona's cheap as hell. Plus, I like Arizona. I got used to the heat here. I say that until it's like 110 in my garage and I'm like swearing like, oh my god, it's so hot in here. I just swallowed a burp, so I wouldn't be rude. Sorry. Please advise me on the Canon 80D for a beginner for YouTube. So here's my thoughts on this. Canon 80D is a rock solid camera. The 90D just came out, which I believe shoots 4K and 24 FPS, or whatever PAL version is of that, 25. Anyway, the 90D is out, so I would look at that instead of the 80D since that just came out, and I don't think the price difference is that big. However, if you're starting out for YouTube, I would look into mirrorless because that is Canon's direction right now. They have a bunch of different R models coming out this year. I think like the R5, the R1, R6. It's a bunch of different R mirrorless cameras coming out. I know Sony makes some good stuff too. I, however, am pro Canon just because for a YouTuber, the way the screens flip out to the side versus on top is stupid, having your screen flip out to the top, because then where do you put your mic? You stick your mic off to the side of the camera? That's just weird. So that's why I prefer Canon. And also, I like Canon's color science. It's really pretty, the way it looks. And their lenses are pretty dope too. With that said, I'm a fan of the Canon M50 for the price point. However, the battery life kind of sucks because it doesn't use the LP6N battery that my EOS R uses. So I kind of like would say look for a camera that uses that bigger battery. There's the EOS RP, which I think is kind of a waste of money because it doesn't really do anything better, I don't think, than the M50. I think it's larger. I think it actually might be full frame instead of crop. But even my EOS R crops if you shoot on 4K. That's the Achilles heel of Canon. They don't have the frame rates like Sony. I'm going like way off on a tangent on this. I don't know. If you're starting out on YouTube and you want to get a camera for like under $1,000, look at the Canon M50. I think you can just buy a couple extra batteries with the money you save. And they have some good lenses for that camera. Yeah, I would look at that over the 80D. That's just my personal opinion. You're welcome. I don't know if that helped anyone else out. I researched the crap out of the cameras because just recently, like that lens I just bought that you guys have seen in most of my videos that I was shooting with, the Canon 16-35 f2.8, the iris went out in that. So it's at a camera shop right now in Tucson, and they had to order an iris, and it's gonna cost like $440 just to fix the lens, which really sucks. So I went and bought an EF 24mm prime lens, and I'm using that right now for now, which is not bad, but it's not an L series glass, so I don't think it's water or weather sealed, which kind of sucks because I need the weather sealing for what kind of filming I do most of the time. So yeah, I just bought a $500 lens as a temporary lens while my other lens gets fixed. I have to spend $400 to fix. Cameras get expensive when you start doing this and you start getting obsessed with like having a good quality picture on everything. I should just shoot everything on a GoPro because I'm like sticking, like I'm even at the point now with my EOS R with that really expensive lens on there that's broken. I was like sticking that under the car when I'm working on it. I'm like, this lens costs more than the car, what I paid for the car, and I'm just shoving it up under the car. I'm like, why am I not using a GoPro? So I don't know. Don't do like me and buy expensive cameras for shoving under cars when you're working on them. Just use a GoPro. Or the M50, because the M50 is like small and stuff. I'm kind of like dumb when it comes to what I use my cameras for. I'm a bad example. But I do like, for like doing the car reviews, I think it's pretty on point. Like it looks amazing. But potato. I'm a native Arizonan. No, I am not. I'm a New Hampshireite. That sounds like a rock, doesn't it? You're New Hampshireite. Forester news. Forester Gump is sitting in the driveway, just sitting there. And then the registration expired on it and I hadn't driven it in so long that I got the new registration in the mail and then I lost it with the new sticker. So now I don't know where so I can't drive it until I get another new sticker for the license plate. Yep, that was smart. Let's see, I would love for you to review my 300 wheel horsepower 16 MX5 when it's done. That'd be dope. And you live in Tucson? Yeah, hit me up. Either email me at sarahantune.gmail.com or Instagram. 16, is that still NC or is that ND? That's ND, right? Generation? It's ND1, or yeah, it's the ND1. It's 17 is when they went to ND2, right? The bump in power to 181 horse. Anyway, there's 1,200 of you. That's pretty dope. How's Butters? Butters is good. You don't use registration stickers anymore? You're in New Hampshire? Hello. How's Liz? I haven't talked to her in a couple days. I should see how she's doing. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to get a hold of Liz after this live stream and see how she's doing. What? Queen's Sirich? Is that like a dip for crackers? Butters. Mr. Dose is looking good. I don't think you can use an MR2 for drifting. It's mid-engine. That would be weird. It would do terrible. And I don't think I'm going to autocross the MR2 either. That's just, the MR2 is my baby. It's literally for me to go out and drive on roads and enjoy on roads. It's just, it's my baby. That's like like if YouTube ended tomorrow, that's the car, like after I just disappear off YouTube, which is not going to happen. I'm just saying, like, the MR2 is my baby. That's not just a YouTube car. That's like my baby, and I will keep that car now. The TT and the Focus, stuff like that, that's all stuff that I'm building for YouTube. But that's like my, I don't know, that's my gift to myself for killing myself working on this YouTube channel for the past 3 years now. Do I like Lamborghini Diablos? That just made me think of Dumb and Dumber. The Diablo, it's like, this is an IOU, $300-something thousand for a car. You might want to hold on to that one. I like that movie. Where have all the flooded basements gone? It's dry season right now. Forester plans, I don't know. I really don't know what the plans are for the Forester. How I reviewed a Stinger, the 4-cylinder version, the base model, not the Stinger GT. I reviewed the Genesis though, which is the same drivetrain. That was a good car. I need to put on my website a chart of all my bean scores and stuff. And since I started doing the meatball score and the cookie score, I need to add on the website a rating for all those cars, which would be really hard to go that far back and remember. I probably could do it. I just have to watch the review and put myself back there. That'd be a time-consuming process. Thank you, Patrick Wave Duality. Oh, pardon me. Particle wave duality. Is that a Slipknot song? Why 9872? What's up with that number? Oh, right here, Dumb and Dumber. 275,000 for a Diablo. Yeah. Can I roller skate? Yes, I'm actually really good at it too. And ice skate and rollerblade. And I can skateboard a little bit. I can't really do any tricks, but I can skateboard. Like, you can hand me a skateboard and I could just like ride it to the gas station and buy a beverage and ride it back. But if there was a curb in the way, I would have to stop, pick it up, put it down on the curb, and keep going. Like, I can't ollie or any tricks or any of that stuff. Can I suggest a good light wheel brand for an Audi S4? I don't know. I've actually been looking at different wheels for the TT. TSW. I mean, I like the TSWs are on the TT. The only reason why I'm looking at different wheels is because I don't want to have to run a 17 millimeter spacer anymore just to clear the big brakes. That was kind of a screw up because the big brake kit was ordered before the wheels had arrived. So there was like no way to measure. I don't remember how that happened exactly. It was like impossible for me to measure because like the way things were ordered and stuff. It was just a screw up. So, do I prefer Toyota vehicles? I don't prefer any brand over any brand. And that's the truth. And that's how I've been my entire life. I think every car company makes a good vehicle and a bad vehicle. And I think they all have their pros and cons. So, I'm not pro any manufacturer at all. There are brands that have more cars in their lineup that I like than others, but I'll leave it at that. A great tequila you might not know. I don't really drink, so I'm the worst person to ask. Like, if you put a drink in front of me, I would have one, but I don't like it hammered. I don't get white girl wasted, so I don't really know anything about drinks. Ever thought about buying a hybrid? No, if I bought something that was alternative fuel like that, I would get a hydrogen car. I'm more interested in that technology, which probably won't ever go anywhere, but to me it was interesting. Best car to buy for 50 grand right now? It's a damn good question. Really good question. I don't know. It all depends on what you're looking for in a car. Explain to me why a 40 Smith & Wesson. I don't know. I don't have a Smith & Wesson. I have a Glock. Crop tops, booty shorts, roller skates. What? I wear crop tops because it's hot here and I'm tall, so every shirt is a crop top on me. That's really the truth. Like, sometimes I'll get a shirt that is a crop top and I order it online and it comes in and it's like an under boob shirt. It's like super inappropriate. I'm like, well, this is a waist, and I just cut it up, use it as rags. So normal shirts, if I just buy like a normal shirt and a small, sometimes it can be a crop top for me. It's a benefit being tall. Am I gonna review the new Corvette C8? I don't know. I'll probably be one of the last people to get to review them. So I've kind of noticed I don't really get the priority to review brand new cars. I'm usually like low priority. I think it's because I'm not taken seriously as an automotive journalist because I'm not a journalist. And that's the truth. Like, I'm not a journalist. I just really like cars, and I have a photographic memory so I can remember car stats. Ideal light project cars under 20 grand. Under 20 grand, S2000 right now would be, if you can still get them, a clean one. A makeup video? No, I'm not doing it's a car channel. I don't even watch makeup videos. I used to watch a lot of makeup videos, but I don't even, I've been watching like, what do I watch lately? I've been watching the infographics channel lately, and then what else? I've been watching just weird stuff. Yes, I watched a PewDiePie video yesterday because he came back from leave or vacation or whatever. I don't know. I'm all over the place with what I watch lately. If I was going to build a non-911 Porsche 928 or 944, or what favorite German two-door coupe? If I was going to do a German two-door coupe right now, it would be a Z4M coupe or a Z3M coupe. By XRP. I don't even know what the hell that is. Is that like XRP? Isn't that like Xbox points or something? Plans to buy a right-hand drive car? I don't know. 1,300 people. There's 1,300 people. Hello, 1,300 people. Hoopty. What? Favorite color for I don't know Lamborghini colors. Sorry. It was like the gray. It's not even a Diablo color. It's like I don't know, it's a Huracan color or something. The gray color that looks like Nardo gray, but it's like lighter. I don't even know. I don't know anything about exotic cars. I like could care less about exotic cars, truthfully. I like this stuff I would consider exotic that I like is weird cars that they're not exotic, but they're like exotic to me. Like the Alpha 4C and the Alpha 8C, probably not considered an exotic car, but to me it's exotic. It's weird and it's cool. Or the Jaguar F-Type SVR, that's like exotic to me. Because they're ridiculously expensive, and I think they're cool. But like real exotic cars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris, I could care less about cars like that. They don't really interest me. Favorite car from the 90s? 90s is all the JDM cars and some of the European cars. I feel that was like their time. 2000s, I think more of the cars from the 2000s I'm a fan of, or early 2000s are probably American cars. Probably like the early 2000s, you had the WS6 Trans Am, you had the Terminator Cobra, you had the Lightning. Like there's a lot of cool American vehicles I feel in the early 2000s. Ever drive a Chevy Colorado Bison? No, I have not. Supra NSX, NSX. That one's easy for me. Hello from Maine. Man, there's so many places I wish I could go to eat right now in Maine if I was there. Lancia Delta, those are dope. Pinion V12 engines, they sound cool. You had a Daihatsu Copen? That is so sick. That is rad, I like that. Merchandise link below. You guys gotta get on to me about redoing my merch. I bought a tablet thing that I hook up to my MacBook, and I'm supposed to like draw merch designs, but it confused the hell out of me trying to figure out whatever program I downloaded, Acorn, some Photoshop software I downloaded. The only Photoshop I know how to use, they don't make it for Mac, it's for PC only. So like I have all kinds of ideas in my head of like actual cool merch that I'm physically gonna draw myself and not just go to some t-shirt printer and be like, here, make me some merch. Like I want to draw some cool stuff for shirts, for merch, but that's super time consuming, and with how long it takes me to make videos, it's kind of not possible right now. So I don't know, I'll start trying to work on like one design a month or something. What? An expensive shoe? Jeremy Clarkson? You have a 2020 Colorado Bison? Oh, that's what you meant by that. The small Duramax, right? And the Colorado? Yeah, I'm kind of interested now. I'd like to drive one of those. I was always a fan of the 5-cylinder Colorado. I think those are kind of cool. Slipknot fan? Favorite song? Would it be cliche to say Snuff? I think the new Slipknot album's really good too. I don't know. Thank you for my quirks and features. They're great. You're welcome. They're not quirks. I'm just weird naturally. Would I review a new GTR? Yeah, I would. I mean, I think older GTRs are more rewarding to review than newer one. The new one's been out for too long. I don't think anyone cares anymore. Unless it was like some rare edition or something. I don't know. Or if it was like highly modified or something. Can't wait to finish the Focus. What's the next mod on it? Next mod on the Focus will be the Cage. Gonna do a review on Mr. Dose. Already did. Cookie score? How would I rate? I think cookie score would be like... The MR2 was really expensive when it was first on sale. So... I don't know. But they were really fast back in the day comparatively to what was on the market. That'd be a tough one. I really have to put thought into that. Do I like Van Halen? Not really. I don't not like them. I don't know. Plans for the MR2? I was really looking at wheels, honestly, for the MR2. Just because, like, when I was getting the suspension and stuff dialed in, I know one of these wheels is going to get screwed up. Like the edge, I can't even turn around in a gravel parking lot without little tiny rocks touching the edge of the rim because the tire is too stretched. And I can't get a wider tire on there. I don't know. So, like, I love the look of those wheels, but that's the problem. Unless you go really expensive with wheels and you can really get custom offsets and stuff, you kind of run into those issues. So I was looking at TE37s, but I don't think a 6-spoke looks good on that car. And TE37s look good on damn near everything, but I truly feel that, like, on the MR2, a 5-spoke wheel looks better. So, and there's not a lot of 5-spoke wheels out there that you can get in the correct offsets for that car. So I don't really know. I like the look of the Rega Master on there, but I want to stick with a bronze wheel, and I don't think you can get them in bronze. You can probably get them powder coated, but I don't even know if those are light or not. I don't know how much those weigh. And then there's the Work Emotion T5R. I like those, but again, I don't know if I could get it in the correct offsets and stuff. So I don't know what to do. For now, I'm just going to leave the wheels there on it. Next big thing for the MR2 would be doing a 3rd gen engine and, like, build it out of the car and then dropping in it. Am I stoned? I am not stoned. I've actually never touched the devil's lettuce in my entire life. That's the truth. I don't know what it's like. Maybe I'm missing something wonderful. Who knows? I'm not against it, though. So if you're into it, I support you. You make RC car? Is that like an RC car with a Boston accent? Make a RC car? I can joke like that because I used to have an accent like that. Engine mods with MR2? Yeah, I have the SCG one. I gotta hook up still. I need to get the wideband on there though and make sure it's running healthy before I turn the boost up. Other than that, it's not really a whole lot I can do, but turn the boost up to like a bar or so, and that's pretty much it unless I upgrade the head gasket on it. There's like so many people asking if I'm back with Charlie, and I'm purposely just like not answering them just to like make people keep asking. It's not hard to figure out if you think about it. What do I enjoy? I miss it. Do I like bikes? I don't really like bikes. Am I into chubby guys with Lamborghinis? I don't care about money. So, although fitness is important in my life. I'm gonna get back into fitness after I get this stomach bug cleared up. So I miss exercising. Bark. Thoughts on, thank you, Ice. I almost said Ice Age. You almost got me. All right, here. Thoughts on the Autodromo hood for the XT. Is that the... So I know there's 2 hoods they make for that with a hood scoop. There's one that has like vents on the side and the hood scoop, and there's one that's just the hood scoop, right? I don't know. I like the one that's just the hood scoop, but I did see one where the hood scoop looked kind of odd, like it sat too low. I don't know if it's because they made it so it would work with eyesight, and that's why they did it like that. But I did see one where the hood scoop looked correct. It was like up higher, and it looked appropriate. I like that, but I don't want, like, then what do I do with my factory hood? And the paint is all original on that thing, and it all matches, and it's satin white pearl, and that would be a nightmare to try to match that color. And if I put an aftermarket hood on there, then it wouldn't, I don't know. I think they look dope, but like the Gump is like untouched really, other than a few modifications, and I don't want to mess with paint type stuff. Let's see. Is that a mid-engine sports car? LOL. I don't understand. Fiat. What up? FaceTime little Sarah. I could later if she's not up to anything. But you're. Oh, you meant now during the live stream. I don't. That just would be like weird. I would feel like I'm ignoring you guys if I was doing that, because then her and I would start talking, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing a live stream. So, turn it up to 11, like Spinal Tap. What? 2020 Penguins. Dinner time. Okay, bye bye. Have I considered doing a 3S GTE swap? It is a 3S GTE. I don't understand the question. V6 swap? Never. Are my family into cars? I think every single relative I have is a car or motorcycle enthusiast. Like seriously, I think everyone that I'm related to is into cars. What's my favorite Group B rally car? Probably the Peugeot T16, or obviously the Audi Quattro S1 or S2, whatever, the original Audi Quattro. I always get that confused. The one that Walter Roll drove, the white and yellow one. I do like the little T16 though. T16 Fro the Win. I forgot 959, that was technically developed for Group B. But didn't the 959 come out too late? Like, they like developed it for Group B, and then Group B got killed off, and then it never got to compete. Wasn't that the deal with the 959? It was kind of the same thing with the Toyota MR2, the AW11 they developed for Group B, the all-wheel drive one. That was like too late, didn't make the cut. And then the Mitsubishi Starion, that was originally developed to be an all-wheel drive car to compete in WRC for the Group B era, and I think that also got killed off at the same time. Am I right? Someone let me know if I'm right. I'm like really, yeah, of course I know Walter Roll. What was the other one? Stig Blomqvist was the other driver. I'm like trying this year, I want to try to keep up with WRC a little bit more. I have like kind of slacked off over the past few years, but I really want to keep up with with Rally this year. And I know I've already missed the first race. Well, the second, when's the next race? It's like really soon, right? Or has there been 2 races? There should have been 2 races now, right? I don't know. See, I'm slacking already. Still there. There's been like a consistent 1,200 of you this entire live stream. That's pretty rad. RS200 never competed. Dakar. The Dakar is, how tall? I am 5'11" and 3/8 or 5/8, 3/8. I'm just under 6 foot. I can't say I'm 6 foot because I'm not. I'm 5'11". The Dakar. I watched something last night, Dust to Glory, about the Baja 1000. I guess Dakar is like the other side of the Earth's version of the Baja. I thought that was kind of interesting. I'd like to go watch that. I think that'd be fun to go watch. I love the Lancia Delta Integrale. They're like affordable-ish. Like, I don't know how much it would cost to import a car. Like, if I was gonna import a car, I would not do the stereotypical everyone imports a JDM car. I would import a Euro car. There's a laundry list of European cars I wish I could import. But I don't know the process of doing that, and it seems like it'd be an absolute nightmare. Luckily, most of the European cars I would want to import are old enough. However, I have no idea how about doing that, and I don't know, I think it would just be a nightmare. I'd probably want to go look at the car first before buying it too. Because that's the other thing too, a lot of cars from Europe, depending on where it's coming from, unless it's coming from like Italy or Spain or down low in Europe, rust becomes an issue, does it not? Because I know there was a lot of rusty cars in Germany when I lived there. They are pretty expensive. Yeah, I remember looking at them on, was it Auto Scout 24? I look at that actually a lot, looking at Euro cars. And, I mean, I've seen some of them. The Delta, not the Evo, just the regular Delta Integrale. There's like the Delta Integrale and there's like the Evo and the Evo 2, right? There's like different versions of it. I don't know. I was looking at some of the lower end ones that don't have like the different bumpers, the less aggressive bumpers on it. They have like smaller bumpers, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I was looking at some of those and they were like 20,000 euro or so for clean ones. I don't know what that'd be, like $25,000, and then after importing it, I don't know how much. That'd probably get really expensive. TVRs are sick. So like when I was in high school, there was a TVR in my hometown that someone had. I don't know what model it was. It was an ugly, like bar of soap looking thing. The back side of it was cut off and it was a convertible. But I just remember that. It was so cool. I think TVRs are rad. I like the new one. What's the new one? The 2020, the all new one that came out. It's got the like Coyote 5.0 in it, like a Cosworth version of the Coyote 5.0. Dude, that car is so sick. I love that car. Sierra Cosworth would be sick. I want to do a Mercury XR4 Ti and put an EcoBoost 2.3 crate engine drop right into it with like the Mustang MT82 transmission. Even though I know there's probably better transmissions you could use, but still, I think in a little Mercury with that engine, just stock boost level, it would be a ton of power for that car. It'd be so sick. It'd be so good. TVR Tasman, I think that was the car, actually. I think you're right. Ford Capri. Is the Mark II Capri the Mercury? Is that the one, or is it like Mark III? I don't know the Ford generations over there as well. I remember seeing them at the Nürburgring a lot. Saw a lot of that generation of Capri over there. I remember there was a black one with gold wheels I saw there once. It was so pretty. It was so, so nice. In the States, it was a Mercury. So there's that. We had 2 Mercuries in the States, and they were both Fords that they just imported over here. I don't remember the other one. It was a 4-door sedan. I think it was like, was it the same as the Mondeo back then and they just imported it over here? It was a 4-door something, I remember. How about a classic car resto? I did. You're looking at it behind me. Classic car depends on the generation you're talking to. That's a classic car for me. Because I was a toddler when that car was on sale. Not a toddler, I was a kid. I was a young kid. Buy a diesel Ford Super Duty. I don't have room to park a big truck. So, and plus here, like, without a garage, if I'm gonna buy a vehicle that's not gonna fit in my garage and it's expensive, it's gonna get destroyed sitting outside in the sun every day. Like, goodbye paint. So I kind of like, if I get rid of the Forester, I gotta get something that's small and fits in this garage. Mercury Scorpio. Thank you, Charles. That was the car. Yeah. Ford Escort Rally. Import that. They're expensive. I was looking at the Escort Cosworths. Dude, those are expensive as hell. I cannot believe how expensive those are. That's definitely not getting. They're like 100 grand for some of them I was looking at. That's crazy. Renault A110. Those are dope too. I like those. Those are really good looking. I like the modern one. Do car covers help in Arizona? No, because think about this. Dust gets in between the car cover and the car's paint, and it's windy here quite often. So if you got a layer of dust in between the car and the paint, and that car cover is moving around, it's literally like sandpaper on your paint. So they do more damage than good. Car covers are useful if your car is in a garage. What car did I learn a stick on? My grandma taught me to drive a standard on a manual transmission Ford Ranger pickup truck. She always drove a manual. I thought that was pretty dope. Whatever, we talked about that at the beginning of the live stream. 6-speed swapping the Gump. I would love to, but that's kind of, I'm sure I could figure it out, but trying to make YouTube videos on it at the same time while I'm trying to learn CAN bus and wiring and all kinds of crazy crap, Like, it would be so time consuming. It's not realistic for me to do. Still live? Yes. No, you are watching a recording right now. This is not real. I'm so dumb. That's not even funny. Favorite candy? I don't eat candy. I can't have sugar right now. I haven't had sugar in like 2 months. That's not even a joke. I was like trying to reintroduce fructose back in my diet, which is sugar mostly. And I had like a half a teaspoon of honey and it messed me up. That's how little sugar I've had in months. It sucks. I miss sugar. Shows how addictive sugar is. Like, to actually crave it. But the weird thing is when you stop eating sugar, it makes other stuff taste yummy. Like, I can eat a piece of lettuce now. I'm like, this is such delicious lettuce. It tastes so weird. I don't know. We're all living in a matrix. I've been watching too many Joe Rogan podcasts. I don't blame you. Some of them are interesting. Thank you, Wagon Wheel. Would I consider a side-by-side? They make sense out here, but yeah. The Boss Garage. Rich is watching. I saw someone say at the Boss Garage. His channel's dope. Rich, if you're watching, I like your channel. Renault GTA from the 80s. Next project. I don't know. I don't know if I imported something from Europe, what kind of car it would be. Yeah, honey is high FODMAP. You're 42 and never owned an automatic. There are really good automatics out there now, though. Man, that... Oh, he is in here. Find you a Bronco yet? I didn't know I was supposed to still be looking. Actually, there was one for sale. I'll have to see if it's still for sale. There was one. I didn't know you were still looking. Yes. Maybe I did find one. Am I gonna drive a Ford Vic race? What? No? Bugatti Royale. I don't know what that is. The only Bugatti I know is the EB 110 in the Veyron. It's the EB 110, right? The really cool looking one from the 90s. Subaru in the 2018 plus model year has a solid CVT. I did not like the fact that the CVT paired with the FA24 does not give you SI drive. So it's like you're constantly stuck in sport mode when you give it full throttle, which sucks. I always keep the Forester in intelligent mode. Every once in a while, if I want to make loud fire pops and try to set my back bumper on fire, I'll put it in sport sharp and make huge fireballs. I usually do that when someone's riding my butt at nighttime. I'll just purposely like stay in second or third gear at around like $3,000 and then make big fire pops. And it usually gets them to back off. But I always keep it in intelligent if I'm trying to go fast because it doesn't shift. It just goes right to peak power and just stays there. And I hate that the new CVTs give that constant fake simulated shift thing. That's so dumb. I'm sure there'll be a tune to tune it out. Hopefully like Cobb, when they have the access port for the Legacy and Outback and the Ascent, they can make a mode like that. Because it should just be, how does that work? There's something that's telling the chain to step inside the transmission to do that. And when it's in intelligent mode, those, whatever, it's like a solenoid or some kind of a valve, it's got to be like the CVT fluid that's doing it, causing it to move and create those fake shifts. So there's got to be a way to tune that out and tell those things to stop doing it, so the chain automatically just rides to where it should be. That like made way more sense in my head than it came out of my mouth. I have that problem a lot. I say dumb shit and I can't help it. There was thought behind that though. I said intelligent mode in the 2018 WRX sucks. You keep it, really? It's slower though. It seriously is slower. If you let it do those fake simulated shifts, it is slower than keeping it intelligent mode. because you're like falling out of the power band every time you do that. I don't know. I think it's dumb. CVT is the worst thing. I get the point on the CVT. Like it's like a love-hate thing. Like I get it. I think it'd be cool to like really maximize the capability of a CVT. Like build a nuke-proof CVT that could handle like 2,000 foot-pounds of torque, and then put it on like a really nasty engine and something and just see what it can do. Because like the theory behind it's kind of cool, but I don't know. You bought a 2020 WRX STI and don't have these issues. Yes, you're smart. I thought about getting a 2020 STI and selling the Gump, but I don't know. I never liked the sedan. I don't know. I'm like, it sucks. I should have just bought the GR hatch before they discontinued it, because I really like the wagon body style, the hatch body style. I wish we would get the Lavorg, then I'd be happy. Yeah, that's what I agree. The fake shifts are dumb. Like it's fun if you're just trying to have fun, but if you're trying to be efficient or fast, it's dumb. It's neither efficient nor is it the fastest way to go. Would I consider building a Toyota 86? Yeah, a rally car. I think it would make a dope rally car. I mean, they use it in rally, but if I had a 86 or a BRZ, I would totally do a rear-wheel drive rally car with it. I think that's the only thing I would do with one of those cars. I'm so pissed that you can't get the Yaris GR in the States. I would buy one tomorrow if we could get that in the States. Like, that car is so sick. Sarah's not, I am not a scientist. No weed ever. No, I surprisingly never have. Never. I want to try the, whatchamacallit, CBD oil though, because I have anxiety. I just don't know. Like, I don't want to try one that's like crappy. But I would like to get one to help out with anxiety. YouTube gives me anxiety, doing YouTube for a living. I'm always stressed out about making my 72-hour deadline of getting a video out for you guys. Especially like if I'm sick, I super freak out because I don't like, if I'm sick, it's like tough, work through it. So, where is this? There's no wasabi. Although wasabi is low FODMAP, so I technically could, but I just don't want to have green poops. So, that's not gonna happen. I saw that we might get a Corolla GRMN. It's like you're saying German without the vowels. We might get the Corolla German. That'd be kind of cool, but it said like 2023. Like, I'll be old by then. I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to be older. I guess getting older is cool. I want to be the coolest old lady ever. I want to be like 80 years old and just like lit. Just like, I don't know. I want to be a cool old person. Is being a YouTuber good for your mental well-being? Well-being? No, it's terrible for it. But you eventually learn to ignore the noise because 99% of the people who watch your channel are good, kind-hearted people. And the people that are not good and kind-hearted and try to ruin your day, they might be good people. They just might have some kind of mental disorder that makes them take their aggression out on other people. I wish I could just give internet trolls hugs. I would give them all hugs. What do I do on a Friday night? I am going to work on this guy behind me because I've been screwing off all day. Literally looking up the beer virus and watching the stock market. Because I find it so sad that the little beer is having financial troubles because people are not drinking I don't know, like I heard you can't say it on YouTube videos because like, I don't know, you can't say the name of the beer virus. That's really weird. I don't know if that's true. Is that conspiracy? Anyway, I think it's sad that people aren't drinking that actual beer because of it, because the beer is yummy and it has nothing to do with it, and it's sad. So I've been like paying attention to that in the news because it's hilarious and sad at the same time that people literally think beer is causing tons of people to get sick. That is like the dumbest thing ever. What's left to do with Mr. Dose? There is always stuff left to do with Mr. Dose. Mr. Dose will never be perfect. Never. I'll give you a spoiler of something I ordered for it. I ordered new weather stripping for the T-tops, and it was expensive. But I'm sick of getting a wet butt every time I sit in the car after I rinse it off. So I ordered that. And I don't know. I think the MR2 is going to take a little bit of a back burner. I'll put the wideband on there, turn up the boost, and then I'm just going to drive it and enjoy it. I'll probably daily it, I guess, whatever that means. And you'll see the TT come back, and the TT is going to get a second wind. You think you need a hug? I would hug you, Tom. In a non-creepy way, I would give you a hug. Wasabi snack. Why did you put the handicap symbol? I don't know if I can say that. I don't want to say it. There's conspiracies. Yeah, TT is coming back. They renamed the brand of BI. Shut up. That is so bad. You need a hug too? Okay. Hugs for everybody. Hugs. Stock tip videos. You don't want to. I think no, I shouldn't say it. I have lost money in the stock markets before. I don't trade stocks anymore. I have money in stocks, but I don't actively trade them because I tried that once and I lost like $1,200 in a day, and I was like, I am not a day trader because I don't know math, so I'm never gonna do this again. So you learn and you live and you learn, or something. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm starting to ramble. There's still 1,200 of you watching, so apparently you enjoy my rambling. You like my nose? Thank you. I do have a cute nose. There's some things I can be confident about, and I think I have a cute nose. So, buy a Supra. They're a little expensive, so probably not. You need a Hug and Ugg boots? I have Ugg boots on. They're Amazon knockoff brand Ugg boots. Gotta save money for car parts, right? And they actually hurt my feet, so I probably should have just bought the real ones. But yeah, the Focus will be a ton of work here shortly. I'm actually going to do some paintless dent repair on it before I know it sounds stupid, but I am going to paint the car, and I want to practice paintless dent repair on the Focus because I don't care if I screw up on that car. And then I got some dings on the MR2, some door dings, so that's always been on the car. So I'm going to practice on the Focus, and then I'm going to do the door dings on the MR2 myself, so I don't have to give some other paintless dent repair person free advertising and pay them. I'm going to do it myself. And yeah, I think I'm going to end the live stream here. I'll do a live stream. Look up rats. I will like them. Okay, I will look up rat after this. I'll probably forget, so I gotta say it again. I will look up rat after this. After I have a sip of water. That made your day that I said rat, or that I took a drink of water? Okay, I'm rambling. I need to get my butt back to work on the MR2, which means I gotta go buy something to work on the MR2. And then I'll start working on the Focus, because I have stuff sitting in my living room in a massive box that's not a roll cage. That's more stuff for the Focus that needs to be fabricated. And I gotta figure out the rear shock situation, because yes, I have a lift kit on it now, but it rides like butthole. So I'm pretty sure if I went down a dirt road fast with that car, I would have no fillings left in my teeth. Okay, I'm ending this for real now. Thank you, SGL, cat food sponsor. I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. I'll do another live stream in March. Look, I did my nails green for St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna end this.